Nah, we're playing in RNS. Yeah, he in there. He took over the Broncos for like $20 or some shit.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, I'm playing it right now. I had to turn this fucking audio shit off. I don't even know how to do that shit.
On first down, Beasley, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line.
The back off the left again.
Just a 3-yard gain there.
Absolutely nowhere. At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Back to throw. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll look to throw. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Denver has the 1st down. The play going for 15 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go. Let's do it. At their own 25-yard line.
Ready. Touchdown. 45 to Mike. I'm trying to collect.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
You got it. You got
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Mostert. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
This is Mostert. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. 2 1st downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The 42-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Mostert. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There's a hush indeed. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
First down, Broncos.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
6-man. Check curl, check curl.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside, they can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's Mostert, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
On the double. 45, Mike, 45. Hey, check.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Check 55, Mike. Hey, let's get this, Go. 55.
They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case, with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to go to Marshall that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Second and 4. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check 3. Check 3. You got to get the ball. Can you get the ball right here? Let's go. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
You go back. You got back.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Broncos push further out in front. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
45 to Mike. Watch the pass. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Hey, check Mike. Go. Check Mike 45. I don't think you got it, son.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. He's going to fire this thing deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Get the ball. 45. Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a handoff looking right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it.
Here we go. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. I got it. Hey, check Mike.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4. He's going to walk one, and this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll try to run this one in. So he got 3 at 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. And he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They'll try and run for it. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Raheem Mostert in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead, tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Raheem Mostert, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Focus, defense, focus. Check. Mike's 50, I got you, son.
2nd and 5. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mike's 50. Let's go, D.
They'll set up to throw. And that's caught by Beasley. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
Let's go.
The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. They'll run on first down. Beasley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
2nd and 15. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Hey, we got Mike 50, yeah. to Mike. 50. Oh, here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. To throw, Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, they're going to go again. Keep in mind they're 3 of 4 so far in these situations. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. play action. They'll throw. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Thomas, the intended target. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now on 2nd and 13, Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for the Bills. 49 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
I got one. 45. Mike, 45. You. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Switch. Hayward. 45's the mic. Oh, yeah. And here we go. Magic.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Bridgewater. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us. But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got Smith here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 33 yards that time. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The sack there by Rasheem Green. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Throwing here, Bridgewater. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On third down, Singletary. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Back to throw now on first down. For Marshall, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Again, they were targeting Marshall there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it.
2nd and 10. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long.